Hello everybody and welcome back to DrivesBMW. In today's episode we're going to look at the X1 M35, so the most powerful combustion version of that car, and we're going to test it, drive it, take a look at it, and then we're going to decide whether I prefer the iX1 or the M35. Let's go. Let's just have a quick look at the front. What we see is obviously the little M sign up here, and also that the car is able to open and close the front grille down here as well, just in order to let the engine heat up properly and to cool it down properly if you hit the roads harder. Behind this part, the radar system is located. You see the front parking camera right here, and what you also can see is that rather big intake for cooling and the black front splitter, which makes the car appearing a little sportier. On the side, obviously big red brake calipers. All in all, a grey configuration in that matte grey, as far as I can tell. By jumping in, that's my favorite detail in any BMW, the illuminated M sign on the racing seat. Obviously the stitching is beautiful as well. You can adjust the racing seats by using these controls, and you can tighten them if you want to drive faster around corners to give you that hold that you need. And you can also adjust the lower part right here on longer distances. And I have to say, even if it's the sport seat inside, it's very comfortable also on longer trips. Alright, so what you can see on the inside obviously is that red marking right here, which is a difference. We can also see that those two shifting pedals right here, they are attached to the steering wheel, and they are rather big, which I like as well, because if you move your hands a little, you're still able to reach them. It's a bit sad that they're made out of plastic, but let's not forget it's a iX1 that we're talking about, and the amount of car, the amount of BMW feeling you get for that price is pretty fair, I think. Something that changed as well is the infotainment system. The car has the new OS, so the OS 9, which appears slightly different. You see that the map is in the background, and you can scroll through the menu on the left hand side. You still have the little icons on the top right as well. I think in general this is nicely done, and I'm looking forward to have it integrated in all of the new cars that are in production right now. Have to be careful on this road. There are plenty of speed traps. Yeah, you definitely can hear that it's the M version of the car. It's a 4-cylinder engine, turbocharged. Yeah, beautiful, isn't it? Very well done. But the punch you get in the iX1 is stronger than the one you are getting here if you go flat out. The sound, on the other hand, knowing that it is a 4-cylinder turbocharged engine, so not a 6-cylinder, is BMW typically, so it's fine, it's powerful. I mean, listen to that. It's beautiful. And that's, I'm honest to you, that's something obviously you won't get in the iX1. And on longer distances you would probably choose the efficient mode, and you hear the sound difference between efficient and sport. It is more silent, it's more focused on comfort, and I'm happy that, you know, you can control the volume of the exhaust. And I think the car is well equipped for longer distances, and that's kind of the biggest advantage that a combustion car offers over an electric one. Even I have to say, I don't know the differences to other countries. In Switzerland, you barely can drive 20 kilometers without seeing a charging station near the highways. I really never had the problem that I ran out of electricity or battery with the iX1. So the charging issue, as long as you can charge at home or at work or at your grocery store or in the fitness center, whatever, as long as you can do that, charging never got to be a problem in my case. So that's not really a reason why I wouldn't choose the iX1. On the other hand, it is a huge advantage on the M35 because obviously you fill it up in a few minutes, but you can't fill it up at home, and that's the point. If you are charging your car at home, you never lose time charging. Sure, if you're going to your summer holiday and you drive a longer distance, then you probably will end up at a supercharger sooner or later. But in your everyday driving, I would say you even save time, because if you can charge it at home, you don't have to get to a fuel station. And this is why I wouldn't count that as a reason for the M35 or a disadvantage for the iX1. Something you have to have in mind is the additional weight you have with the battery, so with the electric version. More weight means more force to the tires, means a stronger tire degradation. Having that in mind, you should consider that you are going to spend more for your tires with the battery version of the car. On the other hand, an electric car in general needs less maintenance in the garage than a combustion engine. Another thing is that you might get a tax reduction or a insurance reduction if you're driving an electric car. So depending on the country you're living in, it might be worth calculating both of the models and it make the price a part of your decision as well. I'm just saying. Then obviously it depends what's your driver profile. Are you driving on racetracks from time to time? I'm not sure. Honestly, that car feels good. It feels sporty, it gives you confidence to drive fast, but I'm not sure if that car is the car you choose to drive on a racetrack, to be honest. If it is, I would definitely go for the M35 over the iX1, just for one reason. If you go on a track day and you have to charge your car like 2 hours, then the difference to the combustion engine is a disadvantage, because the combustion engine you fill up and you go again. And if you're driving very long distances, so regularly over 400 kilometers, then I would also recommend looking at the diesel version. But in that case, I think the combustion engine would be the right choice. Which one would I buy? I would go for the iX1. It's not that I don't like that car. The sound is very good for a 4-cylinder, but that's kind of the point. If you're talking about sound and we're looking at a 8-cylinder like the M8 for instance, or at the 6-cylinder that's built into the M4, then we're talking about sound on a different level. As I said before, it's a 4-cylinder turbocharged engine and the sound is fine. I mean, listen to that, the sound is very fine. There's nothing wrong with the sound. On the other hand, what you get with the iX1 is silence. And on my driver's profile, and I do lots of 100 to 150 kilometer distances, which are covered with one battery charge in the iX1. And on that long distance driving, I don't need sound. I prefer to have silence to be able to listen to music or have phone calls. For my driver's profile, the iX1 is the right choice. Now, if you do go on the racetracks, or if you drive a lot of twisty roads, or if you just into that 4-cylinder turbocharged sound, it's nothing wrong with that at all. It's a very good car. I can recommend it. I just recommend driving both of them. If you want to learn more about the iX1 and how to drive it in snow, check out these 2 videos following next, and I hope to see you back next time. Take care. Bye.